Namaskar, Adab, and welcome to That's Total Mom Sense, where I interview luminaries on their life lessons as parents who are building this collective legacy that we lead. I'm your host, Kanika Chadda, and I am so honored to be joined by Shabana Azmi today.
Thank you.
Shabana, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So you have been in the film industry and have done over 100 films, and I'd love for you to take us back to your younger days when you knew that this is what I'd like to do in my life. It's my calling.
See, my mother was an actress,
Yeah.
Shaukat Kafi, and she was doing theatre. She also did a couple of films. But I used to be very fascinated by the whole process of her getting ready for a role. But I've always been acting when I was in school and in college, and at that time we would be fortunate enough to win. You know, Farooq Sheikh, the actor, and I, we were in St. Xavier's College, and we started Hindi Natya Manch. Because in St. Xavier's you had English theatre, but you didn't have any Hindi theatre. And in that, we used to get all the awards in the intercollegiate thing. And so I asked my father one day, I said that, I want to do acting, and will you support me? And he said something which was so precious. He said, Bete, I will support you in whatever you choose to do.
Oh.
If you decide tomorrow that you want to be a cobbler and a shoemaker, I will support you in that also, provided you tell yourself that I'll try and be the best shoemaker in the business.
Kya baat hai. That's so sweet.
So for a child, when you have that kind, I mean, I was a young adult at that time, to have that kind of support is just unbelievable. It just gives you the wings to fly.
Yes, absolutely. And because my show is about mom sense and a mother's intuition, what are some of the values that you learned from your mom?
She was an amazing person. She was absolutely amazing because she was an excellent wife, excellent mother, excellent homekeeper. But she was also professional.
Yes.
She was an actress. And, she gave of herself to everything. But when it came to her work, my God, she took it really seriously. And what was very nice is my father's support of her. Like, if she had to do a play, I would find the two of them sitting up every day at their tea time. And he would give her the cues for her to the line. So they were both extremely supportive of each other.
Yes.
So she did all of this, and yet it was her work that she valued. And when she was passing away, I asked her, I said, Mom, what aspect of your life are you proudest of? And she said, my work. And that meant so much to me. It meant so much to me because, women sometimes are happy to just play
the supporting role.
No, you know what? I think women identify themselves through their relationships.
Yes.
Whereas men identify themselves through their work.
Yes, their achievements and impact.
Yeah,
in
there
life.
were two completely different things. And so here was a woman who in her 80s was saying the thing that I value most is my career, my acting.
Yes.
It was wonderful. It's a life lesson for me. But she was also so special, because she was somebody who was very warm, very vocal in her support, but equally vocal about her criticism.
Right.
Matlab in equal measure. She was.
Phat se keh dengi. I love that.
Phat se keh dengi. But she had the ability to, drop a thing.
Yes.
Which I think is just wonderful.
Absolutely.
To have the ability to say, isko chhod do, isko jaane do.
Yeah.
You know, instead of making a big thing
Right.
of everything.
Right.
So she was very sagacious. I think she was very, very wise, and she was mom.
Yes, yes. You know, I'm thinking of my mom. She's battling Alzheimer's. It's been 4 years. And she would be over the moon that I'm sitting with you right now.
Oh, please
You
give her
know,
my
I will.
बहुत
I will.
आदाब.
And, you know, I want to share just the journey that you've had. You've been the muse of Shyam Benegal, Satyajit Ray, Deepa Mehta, Karan Johar, you know. So how do you tap into all these different roles? Because you are truly a chameleon. And I think that those in this day and age have so much to learn from
Thank you. Thank you. You know, an artist, any artist, not only just an actor, their resource must be life itself. As if you're connected with life, if you're curious about people, if you're interested in people, that's where you get your strength from. In the process of becoming a star, unfortunately, you lose touch with life because you have a concentric group of people around you that keep you away. I mean, to an extent, of course, it's totally understandable. But on the other hand, how do you keep your connection?
Yes.
That is important. I think it's very important for actors, for instance, to keep connection with their childhood friends. There's some very great richness in that. The thing is, it's difficult because, you know, you're busy and your time is taken and you expect or hope that your friends will make their time according to you. I feel very guilty about that.
Yeah.
But I think to be connected with life and to expand yourself, because an actor is her own instrument.
Yes.
Let me expand that by explaining that if you are a musician, like Ravi Shankar, for instance, the dexterity of his fingers, along with the fine tuning of the sitar, are both. But an actor has only herself,
Right.
her mind, her heart, her awareness. And so I think it's very important to expand yourself, watch concerts, watch theater, watch films, watch live, and be ready to get bored. I think a lot of us don't want to get bored for even a single second.
Yes, yes.
And I think your imagination grows when you are thinking of nothing else. But when you expand yourself like that, then you're able to give to the character
Right.
the experience and the wisdom that you have. Also, the character gives to you
Yes.
a chance to enter a life which you would not have been able to in real
Right.
life. So when
Completely
I play
different
Lakshmi
realm.
in
Yeah.
Ankur,
Huh.
I also inhabit a world which I would not have experienced on my
Yeah.
own.
Yes. Yes. I want to touch on a common friend we have, Vikas Khanna. I call him Vikku Bhaiya. And you're, you know, the muse in Imaginary Rain. So tell us about that film and even your love for Vikas, for food.
Vikas is such a passionate,
Yes.
such a passionate person. Oh my God, it sort of just oozes out of him, whether it's food or whether it's his film or whatever it is that he is doing. I remember during COVID the kind of work he did in terms of distributing rations, in terms of really helping people. I don't think people know enough about it, but he gave himself completely to the people of India.
Yes,
at
during
that
COVID,
time. It
yes,
was just
yes.
absolutely extraordinary. And in Imaginary Rain, when we were doing the film, मैं बहुत डांटती थी उसको।
अच्छा।
बहुत डांटती थी। मैं कहती थी ये स्क्रिप्ट ही नहीं है, ये उसी का उसी वक्त कर रहे हो, ये वो। Now when I see, I understand.
The vision comes. Yeah. But you organically make it come together as two minds.
No,
you know?
but I think the thing that came as a very big surprise to him is that I'm in a way playing the person that BG was for
Yes,
him,
yes.
and who's basically a chef.
Right, right. Yeah.
And he discovered that I am unable to. And he said, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I said, really? I've never entered the kitchen. I've never been able to. अरे बाबा, इतनी उसको जो है cheat करना पड़ा।
Yeah, right, for Prerna.
उसकी वजह से।
That's
but I'm so
sweet.
proud of what he's achieved. I mean,
Yes.
look, the bungalow has been around for only 400 days, and all 400 days have been back.
Sold out, yes. He's a phenomenon,
Yeah,
for sure. And now I want to cover the fact that you embody 3 A's. Your arts, acting, activism. Tell us about what brings you to New York City for the CRY Gala, because you have been an ambassador and a leader in empowering the girl child for decades.
My association with CRY has been over 15 years,
Yeah.
and what I really, really appreciate is that they've been around for 40 years working non-stop. And in CRY America has been able to impact the lives of 800,000 children.
Incredible.
Which is absolutely, really, really very, very special.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that CRY, the special thing about CRY is it, has connections with the grassroots through
Yeah.
its partners. And that is the most important thing, because that's the kind of credibility that the organization has. So I would really appeal to North America to support it. In fact, we are very grateful for the support that we've received. But for us to carry on, us meaning CRY, to carry on working, they need to have continuous support. And we
Yes.
hope that the people here will appreciate and understand what it is doing, and really open their hearts and their purses.
Yes, yes. And thank you, Shabana ji. We are here to carry the torch on.
Thank
and
you.
we're so glad that you've graced us with your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.